Hello. Okay. Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sound check करा please.
Okay. Hello. 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 Hello.
Sound sound clear आहे का
Hello.
please?
Hello. Yes, sound check करा please.
Hello dear student, sound check करा please. Yes. Okay. धन्यवाद. Now start the that's the 11th level syllabus for your board examination 2026, which is okay SSC board exam. That's the chapter number 2, periodic classification of elements. Okay, now start the question. Sound clear आहे का? Please check करा sound. Everyone. Okay, now start your that's a chapter wise syllabus. That's number 1 as a gravitation, number 2 periodic classification of element, number 3 chemical reaction and equation, weightage 4 to 6 marks. Electric, that's electric effect of the current, heat, refraction of light, lenses, metallurgy. Next as the carbon compounds, space mission. The total weightage असणारे okay that's 40 mark आणि पेपर असणारे 60 marks. ठीक आहे विथ ऑप्शन 60 mark आणि हा तुमचा क्वेश्चनचा पॅटर्न असेल. सो 2 hours एक्झामिनेशन असेल. क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 त्यामध्ये 5 एमसीक्यूज असेल आणि 1 मार्क इच क्वेश्चन असेल आणि सर्वच्या सर्व टेक्स्टबुक बेस असेल. नंतर क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 मध्ये बी असेल, बी सेक्शन बी. त्याच्यामध्ये 5 क्वेश्चन 1 मार्क इच साठी. Each question will have the different type. Question number 2, 3 questions that solve any two. Scientific reasoning question असतील. एक क्वेश्चन मिनिमम एक क्वेश्चन केमिस्ट्री मधून, एक क्वेश्चन फिजिक्स मधून. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 3, क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 they carry the 15 marks and the 5 marks. And question number 4 मध्ये 2 question of the 5 marks each असेल. Solve any one. Okay. Next as a science 1 साठी only chemistry, all objective plus chemistry, only physics and all objective plus physics. जसं तुम्ही वेटेज पाहिलं इल्माच्या एक्झामचं 2022 up to 2025, so these are the distributions. हे सर्व याचे एक्झामचे डिस्ट्रीब्युशन हे सर्व मार्क्स याचे. ठीक आहे. नेक्स्ट आहे सायन्स 2 as it is. ठीक आहे. Okay, now start the question one by one. So, okay, that's chapter number 2, periodic classification of element. Write the correct alternative 1 mark each. November 2020 चा क्वेश्चन आहे. व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट पीवायक्यूज करून जा एक्झाम साठी. तर पीवायक्यूज प्रिव्हियस इयर क्वेश्चन जास्त आहे. जुलै 2023, जुलै 2024. लिथियम अँड पोटॅशियम आर द डोमिनेंट राइड्स. सो यांच्यापैकी कोण डोमिनेंट राइड्स मध्ये? प्लीज आन्सर देऊ शकता आपण यामध्ये. साउंड क्लिअर आहे का? प्लीज चेक करा साउंड क्लिअर आहे का? Please answer there. Lithium and that's a potassium is a dominant right. So what is the answer? Sodium. Sodium is the answer. So lithium has a atomic number 7. Sodium has a 11. Potassium 39. ठीक आहे. आणि जर का तुम्ही याची ऍडिशन केली 7 plus 39 divided by 2, so it becomes as a 11. So this is the okay even answer. Sodium has a 23. Sodium to 23 answer in. ठीक है. So this is 23. 11 atomic number याचा. So this is atomic number as a 11. ठीक है. So next as a okay, in which block of the modern periodic table non-metals are found? Non-metals are found in the P block element. So these are the P block elements. So this is the answer. S block मध्ये all metals. All metals all. Next आहे the D मध्ये transition metals. A block, inner transition method. Inner transition method. In a block, inner transition method. Inner transition methods. So this is your answer P block, and that's the first answer as a sodium. Next question. Write the correct alternative. According to Mendeleev periodic law, the properties of element are periodic function of their. According to Mendeleev periodic law, properties of element are periodic function of their. Mendeleev periodic law, atomic masses. So this is your answer. Atomic masses. Element dash belongs to the 18 group. Neon. Neon is the element. Eighteen group. Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. These are the group 18. 18 group element called as noble gases. It is also called as noble gases. So neon is the answer. Get it? And an atomic number has a modern periodic law. Modern periodic law. So it is modern periodic law. Modern periodic law. Okay, next question. Alkaline earth metals have valency 2. This means that their position in the modern periodic table is in valency 2. So this is again group 2. So if valency is 16, that's the group 16. Valency is 6. Group 2, valency 2. And D block has no fixed variable valency. It has a variable valency, not fixed valency. क्वेश्चन 2 टाइम्स है मार्च 2025 जुलै 2025 आयएमपी क्वेश्चन आहे तिथे एक्झाम मध्ये करून जाईल ठीक है ग्रुप नंबर 2 नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन March 2022 Group 1 alkali metals. So this is that's dash halogens. Group 17. So your answer as a group 17. Group 17 called as halogens. What are the halogens? Halogens are the fluorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. Alkali metals: hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, and francium. So hydrogen at the top, but these are the elements. All these are the elements. Lithium. From lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, and the francium. So group 17 are halogens. Group 17 are halogens, and group 1 are alkali metals. Group 1 alkali metals, group 17 halogens. Question March 2022. Next question, September 2021, March 2022. Atomic radius goes on increasing down the group. From top to bottom, why the atomic radius increases? Atomic radius goes on increases down the group. The size of atom indicated by its radius. So while going down the group, new shell is added. So this is the answer. New shell is added. Therefore, the distance between the outermost electron and the nucleus goes on increasing. And as the distance goes on increasing, the electron experience laser pull from the nucleus. That is the nuclear attraction. So atomic radius goes on increasing down the group. It's very important reason. Atomic radius goes on increasing down the group. Okay, next question. Give scientific reason. While going from left to right within the period, the size of atom decreases. Question March 2025. So from left to right. So this is the big size, this is a small size, this is small, again small, small, small. Left to right. Atomic size decreases. Why? Because because attraction between valence shell and nucleus increases. So this is the reason why the atomic radius decreases from left to right within the period. Because attraction between the valence shell and nucleus also increases. So it is called the internuclear attractive forces. So as the nuclear force increases, the size obviously decreases from left to right. Elements belong to the same group have the same valency. Question 3 times in March 2020, 2021, 2023. Elements belonging to the same group have the same valency. So what is the valency? Valency of an element is determined by the number of valence electrons in the outermost shell. So all the elements in the group have the same number of valence electrons. As the number of valence electrons same, therefore element in the same group should have the same valency. This is actually your answer. Okay, for example, group 1 contains only one valence electron, so the valency of group 1 is 1. Similarly, for group 2, the valence is 2. So what is meant by the valency? Valency is the number of electrons present in the valence shell. Okay, clear? Question March to okay. 2000, that's the 20 September 2021, March 2023. 3 times question. Very important question है, IMP question. Next question. Metallic character goes on decreasing while going from left to right in a period. July 2023. Metallic character goes on decreasing, going from left to right in a period. Metallic character directly proportional to atomic size. Metallic character directly proportional to atomic size. So as the atomic size decreases, metallic character decreases. So non-metallic character increases. Metals have a tendency to lose the electron, valence electron, to form the cations. This tendency of an element is called metallic character. While going from left to right within the period, the outermost shell remains the same and electrons are added into the same shell. However, the positive charge on the nucleus goes on increasing. Positive charge on the nucleus goes on increasing while the atomic radius goes on decreasing. This is very important. Atomic radius goes on decreasing. Therefore, effective nuclear charge on the nucleus increasing. And as the effective nuclear charge increases, so obviously atomic radius goes on decreasing. So atomic radius decreases, electropositivity decreases. And as the electropositivity decreases, metallic character decreases. Okay, this is very important question. Metallic character goes on decreasing while going from left to right in a period because atomic size goes on decreases, electropositivity decreases, atomic size decrease, so electronegativity also increases. Okay, clear? Next question. In Dobiner trine containing lithium, sodium, potassium, if the atomic masses of lithium and potassium are 6.9 and 39.1, then what is the atomic mass of sodium? I think हा क्वेश्चन MCQ मध्ये सॉल्व्ह करतो आपण. ह्या व्हॅल्यूज काय असू शकतात? मार्च 2019 चा क्वेश्चन. ठीक आहे, 2 मार्क्स साठी क्वेश्चन. The atomic mass of sodium is equal to average of the atomic masses of lithium and potassium according to Dobiner trine. So 6.9 plus 39.1 by 2, so 46 by 2, so become as a 23. So atomic mass of sodium is 23. ठीक है, very easy question है. 2019 से 2 marks साठी question. Okay, next question. Define period, define group. So what is the period, what is the group? The horizontal rows of the element in the periodic table is called period. The vertical column elements in the periodic table is as a group. So horizontal row called as period and vertical column called as group. So this is for 2 marks question, March 2023. Okay, get it? Okay, next question. March 2024 question. State Dobiner laws of trade, giving one example. Dobiner laws of trade, giving one example. March 2024. Okay, so in the year of the 1817, the German scientist Dobiner suggests that the properties of the elements are related to their atomic masses. So that's having the similar chemical properties called as them as a trade. We arrange the element, 3 elements, so this is very important. This is very important. Okay, in an increasing order of atomic mass and shows that the atomic mass of the middle element, this is very important, atomic mass of the middle element was approximately equal to the mean of the atomic masses of other 2 elements. Atomic mass of the middle elements was approximately equal to the mean of the atomic masses of the other 2 elements is called the Dobiner trend. Actually, इथून आन्सर लिहायचं आहे. This is your answer. आणि एक्झाम्पल्स कोणतं पण लिहू शकता. नंबर 1 लिथियम सोडियम पोटॅशियम, कॅल्शियम स्ट्रोंटियम बेरियम किंवा फ्लोरीन ब्रोमीन आयोडीन या 3 पैकी कोणतं पण एक्झाम्पल लिहा. एनी वन. आय थिंक हे नंबर 1 एक्झाम्पल इझी आहे. हे नंबर 1 एक्झाम्पल लिहू शकता. तर IMP करा. दिस इज IMP क्वेश्चन. Dobiner trend. Statement आणि one example. Statement म्हणजे इथून जायचं. Atomic mass of the middle element was approximately equal to the mean of the atomic masses of the other two elements. This is your statement and any one example. Okay, clear? Next, March 2019 question. Describe the merits of Mendeleev periodic table. Question 3 marks साठी. 3 marks question आहे. Describe the merits of the Mendeleev periodic table. Merits लिहायचे तुम्हाला 3 marks साठी. So that's to give the proper place in the periodic table, atomic mass of some element were revised. For example, that's beryllium was placed before the boron. So this is the one. Next, the Mendeleev had kept the some vacant spaces. He kept the some vacant spaces. So he called as the Eka boron. Eka boron 44 called as the scandium. Next as Eka aluminium. Eka aluminium atomic number 68 he called as the gallium. And next as the Eka silicon atomic number 72 and he called as the germanium. So tablet मध्ये पण लिहू शकता किंवा वर्ड टू वर्ड पण वापरू शकता. मे बी आय थिंक टेबल मध्ये सोपं असेल. एका बोरॉन atomic number 44 atomic mass is 44 scandium. Next as the Eka aluminium atomic mass 68 gallium. Eka silicon atomic mass 72 आणि germanium. Okay, टेबल मध्ये नोट करा. टेबल very important. Okay, there was no place revised for noble gases. There is no place for noble gases. Mendeleev created the zero group without disturbing the original periodic table. The noble gas were placed very well in the new table. Okay, so these are the 3 points. Merits of the Mendeleev periodic table. Next question. Write the demerits. Demerits of the Mendeleev periodic table. Demerits like 3 marks question. Demerits of Mendeleev periodic table. September 2021, March 2022. So the element cobalt and nickel have the same whole number atomic mass as the limit. There was an ambiguity regarding their sequence in Mendeleev periodic table. Isotopes was discovered long time after the Mendeleev. So there is no position for the isotopes. Atomic masses does not appear to be uniform. Atomic masses uniformly placed झाले नव्हते. So there is some irregularities. And position of hydrogen. Fourth point is the position of hydrogen. हा अतिशय IMP point आहे. This is the actually great demerit of the Mendeleev periodic table. Position of hydrogen. So it is difficult to decide the correct position of hydrogen, whether it is group of alkali metal or in the group of the halogens. So what is the position of hydrogen? It is group 1 or it is group that's group 17, that is halogen. So hydrogen has no position, hydrogen at the top of the periodic table. So there is the position of hydrogen, cobalt, nickel, there is atomic mass does not appear to be uniform. These are the demerits of the Mendeleev periodic table. Okay, your answer should be right in the point manner. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 points. So we'll get the 3 marks. Question 2 times September 2021, March 2022. Next question. So answer the following 3 marks each. An element has its electronic configuration as 281. 281. Now answer the following. What is the atomic number of this element? So 2 plus 8 plus 1. So how much number came here? 11. So atomic number 11. What is the group of these elements? So group of elements. So last electron as a 1. So this is alkali metal. So this is group 1. So this is group 1. Atomic number 11. So add the 2 plus 8 plus 1. So this is atomic number. And next has a period. So to which period does the element belong? So this is the atom and it has a different shell. So this is the 2, this is the 8, this is the 1. So So V has a period 3. So number of shell. Number of shell is the number of period. Period, that is number of shell. Shell number and period number same also. Number of shell is equal to period number. Number of valence, number of shell. Number of shell. Atomic number म्हणजे number of electrons. Number of electrons. Number of electrons. Total number of electrons. So called as the atomic number. March 2023 question. ठीक है, very easy question. Next. Okay, same question, similar question से number बदल सकते 282 है. So please answer the 282 मार्च 2020 जुलै 2022 जुलै 2025. So what is the atomic number of these elements? So atomic number as a 2 plus 8 plus 2. How much number here? 12. So this is 12 number. So atomic number is the number of electrons. Number of electrons. Total number of electrons. So next I have group 2. Okay, so group 2 is the number of valence electrons. And period 3, number of valence shell. So this is the number of valence shell. Number of valence shell as 3. So this is the nucleus, first cell, second shell, third shell. So this is the 2, this is 8, this is 2. So this is the shell number. Number of shell. So total number of shell is called as the period. Group 2 means number of valence electrons. So this is number 2. 2 electron as the number of group. Next question. March 2024. Write the name and symbol of the element from the description. The most electronegative atom. The most electronegative atom is the halogen, and halogen has a 4A. So your answer has a 4A. The atom having smallest atomic mass. Smallest atomic mass is the hydrogen. So your answer is hydrogen. The noble gas with the smallest atomic radius. Helium. The noble gas with the smallest atomic radius. Helium. Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. So helium is the answer. Okay, next question. Okay, taking into consideration the period of the element given below, answer the following question. Arrange the above element in decreasing order of your atomic radii. Question 5 marks साठी विचारलं. 5 marks question है. Question number 4 मध्ये येतो. March 2019. Arrange the above element in decreasing order of your atomic radii. Element बद्दल लिहायचं. Decreasing order. Decreasing म्हणजे in this way. This is decreasing order. Okay. Decreasing order. So first as oxygen. So here as oxygen. Next as 66, then 74. So this is nitrogen. 74 carbon. Next as wrong element. Okay. Atomic size, no? So okay, that's which is the largest in size? Lithium. So lithium as the largest in size. Lithium, then lithium, beryllium, then again beryllium, then next as the boron. Then next boron, then carbon, again carbon, nitrogen, and last है the oxygen. Last है the oxygen. O. ठीक है. So this is your answer actually. So who is the largest in size? Lithium. Lithium having atomic size 152 picometer. Then beryllium. Next boron. Then carbon. Then after carbon nitrogen, and then last has the boron. So this is decreasing order of atomic radius. State the period to which the above element belong. So हे कोणत्या period मध्ये? So oxygen, boron, carbon, nitrogen. So oxygen has atomic number 8. Atomic number 8. Electronic configuration 2, 6. So this is second period. So period number 2. Second period. Why this arrangement of element is similar to the above period of modern periodic table? The arrangement similar का है. Why? So what are the similar? Because they are belong to the same period. They are belong to the same period. Which of the above element have the biggest and the smallest atom? The biggest atom as the lithium and smallest atom as the oxygen. So biggest atom lithium, smallest atom oxygen. What is the periodic trend observed in the variation of atomic radius while going from left to right within the period? So because nuclear charge, as the nuclear charge increases, atomic radius decreases. Okay, this is the actual answer. Answer इधर note करें सर्व. So the answer lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen. So this is your answer. Next as a period 2 मध्ये belong आहे. Biggest atom lithium is smallest atom oxygen. Period number 2. And so why they are in the same period? So what is their answer? Because they have the same valence shell. So they have the same number of valence shell. So this is the answer. While going from left to right in a period, atomic number increase, atomic radius decrease, therefore atomic size gradually decreases. So atomic radius decrease, atomic number increase from left to right in a period. Okay. Then next question. The question 5 marks साठी विचारला 2019. Now start the 2024 question. July 2024. Answer the following. So the 5 mark question. July 2024. Rearrange the column 2 and 3 so as to match with the column 1. Column 1, column 2, column 3. Column 1 triad octave. Column 2 concentrated mass and positive charge, and column 3 Thomson and Dogonier. ठीक है, साइंटिस्ट नाव है. So this is the triad. So what is called the triad? Triad are the 3 elements. So our average of the atomic mass of first and third element. Average of the atomic mass of first and third element. So triad म्हणजे हे. ठीक आहे. आणि okay, who discovered the triad? So Dogonier triad. So Dogonier triad. Properties of octave. Okay, so what is the octave? Octave stand for the 8 elements. Properties of the 8 elements are similar to the first. Properties of the 8 elements similar to the first. Then who discovered this one? That's Newland. So this is remains highlighted. Number 2 column. Okay. And next has a concentrated mass and positive charge. Concentrated mass and positive charge. Thomson. Sir J.J. Thomson. Atomic model. Next question, July 2024. Question answer at 3 marks. July 2024. Okay, from the element of the second period, the modern periodic table given below. Answer the following question: lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, polonium. Name the element to which both the shells are completely filled with electrons. Completely filled by completely filled neon. Neon. What is the electron configuration neon? 2, comma 8. 2, comma 8. So this is completely filled. Name the element 2. Okay, that's which has the same number of electrons in both the shells. Same number of electrons in the both the shells. 2, comma 2. So this is 4. 2, comma 2, 4. So beryllium is the answer. Beryllium is the answer. Beryllium has a 2, comma 2. No? So this is 4. Next has a which is the most electropositive element in this period. Most electropositive element, so it has the largest size. Most electropositive, largest size. So who is the largest size? Lithium. Lithium due to largest atomic radius. Okay, so question July 2024, question 3 months, okay, 3 months later. Okay, now start the next question. July 2023. The atom, okay, the electronic configuration of element 2, comma 8, comma 8, comma 2. What is the atomic number of elements? So atomic number 2 plus 8 plus 8 plus 2. So what is the number 10 plus 10, 20. So 20 is the atomic number. 20 is the atomic number. So how to calculate the atomic number from electronic configuration? Add all electrons. Next, to which group does this element belong? To which group this element belong? Okay, belong. So how many valence electron here? 2. So that's the group number 2. Number of valence electron. Number of valence electron. Number of valence electron. S block साठी डायरेक्ट नंबर येतात. P साठी ओके 10 मधून सबट्रॅक्ट आहे. 10 प्लस ऍड करून घ्यायचे. Period number. So how many shells there? So this is the nucleus here. First shell 2 electron. Second cell, third cell, fourth cell. So this is 8, comma again 8, and this is the 2. 2, comma 8, comma 8, comma 2. So how many shell here? 4 shells. So number of shell is equal to number of period number. So this is period number. Okay, next question. July 2025. Answer the following sub questions regarding the modern periodic table. Write the modern periodic law. So what is the modern periodic law? The properties of element are periodic function of their atomic number. It's very important. IMP question. Write modern periodic law. So what is the modern periodic law? Modern periodic law is that properties of element are periodic function of their atomic number. Write the number of period and groups. Write the number of periods and groups. 7 period, 18 groups. 7 period and 18 groups. What is the valency of halogens? 7. Valency of halogen 7. Valency of halogen 7. So how to calculate the valency? So I am talking about the periodic table. So this is periodic table here. Okay. And then this is the S block. So this is the S block. How many total? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So all this one having the valency 1. Valency 2. I am talking about the valency. So this is valency. So in between there is a D block. And next has a P block. On right side there is a P block. Okay. P block. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more 6. So this is valency 3, valency 4, valency 5, valency 6, valency 7, valency 8. Except this is helium. Helium has valency 2, remaining neon 8, argon 8. This is hydrogen, this is lithium, this is sodium, this is beryllium, this is magnesium, this is boron, aluminum, carbon, silicon, nitrogen, phosphorus, oxygen, sulfur, chlorine. At least you should know this element. ठीक है तो इसे करून ठेवा. This is very very important. Valency. How to calculate the valency. This is very very important for your upcoming board exam. That's 2026. 2026 exam साठी अतिशय महत्त्वाचं क्वेश्चन. Number of valence electron. Valency. How to calculate the valency? Write the group number. Directly group 1, group 2, and then this is as a okay 10 minus group number. Group number minus 10 कर. ठीक है. So this is 13 group. 13 group का सही था. 13 group है. 13 मधून 10 subtract करा. So we'll get actually 3. Number 14 group है. So 14 group minus 10. So got as a 4. So this is group 4, group 14, and this is group 13. Okay, now start the next chapter. That's chemical reactions and equations. Chemical reactions, equations. So July 2019. Combustion of coal in air is an example of reaction. So what is the example of reaction? Combustion of coal in air. Combination. So it is an example of combination. So carbon, coal plus O2 produce CO2. So this is called as a combination. The conversion of ferrous sulfate FeSO4 to ferric sulfate. So what is meant by the ferrous? Ferrous is plus 2 and ferric as a plus 3. So plus 2 to plus 3. It's oxidation. So FeSO4 to use the that's FeSO4. So this is size. Twice and this is size. So FeSO4 plus 2 to plus 3. So increase in oxidation number. This is oxidation. Next as to prevent rusting, a layer of dash metal is applied on iron sheet. So this is a zinc called as galvanization. Zinc galvanization. So galvanization is on. So this is zinc actually. Galvanization. The reaction of iron nail with copper sulfate solution. Iron nail Fe plus copper sulfate CuSO4 produce FeSO4 and it plus copper. So this is called as a displacement reaction. Fe plus copper sulfate. Fe plus copper sulfate to use FeSO4 ferrous sulfate plus copper. A displacement reaction. So it is type of the in this way. A plus BC to use AB and plus C. So this is type of the displacement reaction. Next, July 2024. Copper sulfate plus zinc to give zinc sulfate. Same question here. Copper sulfate, zinc sulfate, copper. So it is called as a displacement reaction. So it is a type of the displacement reaction. Copper sulfate plus zinc, use zinc sulfate plus copper, displacement reaction. The left hand side of chemical reaction represents July 2023. So A plus B gives C plus B. So what is the A plus B? So A plus B are reactants. These are the reactants. And then these are the products. All these are products. So what is your answer? A reactant. Reactant is the answer. The left hand side of chemical reaction represents the reactant. The chemical reaction in which two or more products are formed from a single reactant is called. Two or more products are formed from single reactant are called as decomposition reaction. So this is A gives B plus, so A gives the B plus C is called the decomposition reaction. The reaction in which ions in the reactant are exchanged to form precipitate. So it is called as a double displacement reaction. It is called double displacement reaction. March 2025. Next question. Calcium oxide plus water to use the calcium hydroxide plus heat is an example of exothermic reaction. So it's the example of exothermic reaction. It is evolved. It is given out. So called as a exothermic reaction. When the positive charge on the atom or ion increases or the negative charge on them decreases, is called as oxidation. So this is the answer as a oxidation. Complete the correlation. CuI2 is a brown, copper iodide is a brown. So what is the AgCl? AgCl is a white. AgCl is a white in color, silver chloride white. Molecular formula of beryllium oxide Bu, molecular formula of beryllium fluoride, BeCl2. So this is the BeCl2. Next question, September 2021. In a chemical equation, the reactant are written on the right hand side and product on the left hand side. In a chemical equation, September 2021, statement true false. Chemical equation, reactant are written on right side. So reactant right side, the left side, and product on right side. So this is a false statement. So this statement false. False statement. Rancidity is oxidative process. Rancidity oxidative process. True false. True or false. So rancidity is oxidation process. So this is true statement. Free radical reaction due to oxygen. Atmospheric oxygen. July 2020. A redox reaction takes place during cellular respiration. March 2025. Important question is redox reaction takes place during cellular respiration. Oxygen in, CO2 out. So this is a true statement. Redox reaction, oxidation and reduction. It is recommended to use an airtight container for storing oil. Airtight container for storing oil for longer time. March 2022. Give scientific reason. If edible oil allowed it to stand for a long time, it undergo air oxidation, so it becomes as a rancid, and its smell and taste changes. So rancidity in the foodstuff cooked in oil or ghee is prevented by using antioxidants. Or the process of oxidation of foodstuff can also be slowed down by storing in the airtight container. So oxidation process becomes slowed down. Oxidation process becomes slowed down by using airtight container. March 2022. July 2022. What is redox reaction? Explain with the help of balanced chemical equation. Oxidation and reduction reaction takes place simultaneously. Oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously called as redox reaction. So in a redox reaction, one reactant get oxidized while other get fused. So redox म्हणजे काय? Oxidation plus reduction. So one of the example is CuO plus H2 to the Cu plus water. So we undergo the oxidation and reduction reaction simultaneously. Next, as complete the following reaction and give name of the product. So this is copper sulfate and plus Fe to give the plus copper and it plus FeSO4. Copper kerossulfate. And it is a type of displacement reaction. So this is a displacement reaction. One atom replaced by another atom. So called as a displacement reaction. Question two times आला correction मध्ये two times. March 2020, July 2025. Next question. Observe the following picture and answer the following question. March 2020. What is rust? So diagram given है. Collected rust है, water droplet है. ठीक है. Question 5 marks साठी. 5 marks question. What is rust? Write the chemical formula of rust. Rust म्हणजे Fe2O3 आणि hydrated. Already त्याने answer दिला था. This is the actual product of rust. Rust method. Write the chemical reaction of oxidation of iron at anode and write the chemical reaction for oxidation iron at cathode. Anode आणि cathode. And what is corrosion? Corrosion म्हणजे काय? ठीक आहे. हा एक question IMP question आहे. So when the iron is exposed to moisture, it forms reddish layer of hydrated ferric oxide called as rust. So this is the answer actually. What is rust? Rust as a hydrated ferric oxide. And what is the formula for rust? Fe2O3 H2. So this is called as a rust. So Fe gives Fe2 plus 2 minus. Okay. So this is the oxidation. So here reaction oxidation and O2 plus 4H plus this is a reduction reaction. This is reduction. One oxidation, one reduction reaction. The slow process of decay or damage or oxidation of a metal due to various that's a component of atmosphere is called as a corrosion. Okay, so this is the slow process of decay or damage or oxidation of metal, or this is called as a corrosion. So this is the definition of corrosion. Next as the same question, September 2021. Same question, diagram same. Question 2 marks again. Observe the following picture and answer the following questions. Write the chemical formula of rust. Same question. Chemical formula of rust. Write the chemical reaction of oxidation of iron at anode. Same question, repeat question. Write the chemical formula of rust. Fe2O3. So this is your answer. Fe2O3 water, hydrated ferric oxide. And next is write the reaction oxidation of iron at anode. Fe gives Fe2 plus 2 electron. Next question. Identify the type of chemical reaction given below. Identify the type of chemical reaction given below. March 2022. So copper sulfate plus Fe to gives FeSO4 plus copper. So this is displacement. This is the displacement reaction. Magnesium plus oxygen to use the MgO. So this is combination reaction. Combination. And next has a KClO3 to use KCl plus O3. So this is called the decomposition. Decomposition reaction. Displacement, combination, decomposition. Okay, so that's answer A as a displacement, answer B as a combination, option C as a decomposition reaction. Question March 2022. Next question July 2024. Answer the following question. Identify the above chemical reaction A, B. So what happened between A and what happened with B? B. So there is the oxidation, there is a reduction. So there is a loss of oxygen. So loss of oxygen is called the reduction. So A stands for reduction. A stands for reduction. Obviously, B stands for oxidation. Addition of oxygen called as oxidation. So on right side there is oxygen, on left side there is no oxygen in H2S. So A as a reduction, B as a oxidation. So on left side there is no oxygen, on right side there is oxygen. SO2 there is oxygen and in the sulfur there is no oxygen. Okay, next question. What information will you take from the given reaction? July 2024. So calcium carbonate on heating to produce calcium oxide plus CO2. So it is called a decomposition reaction. So in this pattern, A gives B plus C. A gives B plus C. So it is a decomposition reaction. Decomposition. Decomposition reaction. So it is called as a decomposition reaction. Next, July 2023. With reference to the given diagram, answer the following question. Give the type of chemical reaction, give the name of reactant and product, write down the balanced chemical equation. So what is the answer? Give the type of chemical reaction. July 2023. Question has a 3 marks question. So type of reaction has a decomposition. So why the decomposition? So calcium carbonate is calcium oxide plus CO2. So this is A. A gives B plus C. A gives B plus C. So this is called as a decomposition reaction. Decomposition. So that's calcium carbonate on heating to produce calcium oxide plus CO2. So what is the reactant here? Reactant as a calcium carbonate. And what is the product? Calcium oxide and CO2. So very easy question. Diagram based question is so diagram based question तुम्हारा exam में मिल सकता है 3 marks की question. So it's very important. Next. What is meant by decomposition reaction? Write the chemical reaction of decomposition of sugar on eating. Very important question. March 2024. The chemical reaction in that two or more products are formed from a single reactant is called decomposition reaction. So simple as A gives B plus C. So what is the A gives B plus C? The chemical reaction in which two or more products are formed from the single reactant is called decomposition reaction. Okay, so this is definition. Or the reaction in which there is only one reactant gives rise to two or more products is called as decomposition reaction. So this is what is meant by the decomposition reaction. Definition 1 mark. Write the chemical reaction of decomposition of sugar on heating. So sugar having formula C12H20O11 on heating becomes 12C plus 11 water. So called as a carbon. So such a process called as a charring. Carbon sugar charring process. Sugar charcoal. So this is IMP question. क्वेश्चन करून ठेवा मार्च 2025. ठीक है. Next question. What happens when copper reacts with concentrated nitric acid? Copper reacts with nitric acid. What is the color of the gas released during the reaction? So copper when react with nitric acid, so to give the copper nitrate and nitrogen oxide. So this is the reddish color. Reddish color poisonous nitrogen dioxide. Reddish color. So what is the reaction here? Copper plus 4 nitric acid to give copper nitrate, nitrogen dioxide and plus water. Write the Barrett's chemical equation. Write the name of the reactant and product. So how to write the name of the reactant and product? Below the name of the reactant and product, it means copper, concentrated nitric acid, copper nitrate, nitrogen dioxide and water in this. So we'll get the 3 marks. So this is a 3 marks question. 3 marks question. Okay, very important. March 2025. July 2025. State whether the following reactions are exothermic or endothermic. What is by exothermic? Heat is evolved. What is endothermic? Heat is absorbed. It is evolved. It is absorbed. So this is exothermic reaction. It is given out. No? So this is the exothermic reaction. So exothermic. Exothermic. So this is heat absorbed. No? So endothermic. Endothermic. So this is heat evolved. So exothermic. Exothermic reaction. Question July 2025. 3 marks question. So number A exothermic, number B endothermic, number C exothermic. Okay, now start the next chapter. Metallurgy. Metallurgy. Write the correct alternative. Is a good conductor of electricity. So what is a good conductor of electricity? Bromine, iodine, sulfur, all these are non-metals. But graphite is only allotropes of carbon. This is the exception actually. This is the exception to the carbon. Allotrope of carbon, which is good conductor of electricity. Graphite is the answer. Allotrope of carbon. Allotrope of carbon. Exception. exception to non-metals. Exception to non-metals. Carbon is a non-metal, so this is exception to non-metal. Graphite. Okay, in the Whipple table, the particles of the can are separated by dash separation method. So gravitational. Whipple table. So it's very important. Whipple table. The particles of can are separated by the gravitational separation method. Next, the carbonate ores are strongly heated in a limited supply of air to transform them into oxides. Limited supply of oxygen. So it is called the calcination. Limited supply can of the calcination. And excess oxygen, roasting. Excess oxygen. Excess oxygen. Excess oxygen roasting. Tinning is a process for preventing the copper from corrosion. Next question. Gold-plated ornaments is the example of electroplating. So this is the gold-plated. Gold-plated ornament is the example of electroplating. One metal coated on the another metal by using electrolysis process called as the electroplating. Alloying is a mixing of two metals. Anodizing is the anode to make the anode. Galvanization is the coating of zinc. So galvanizing means zinc coating. Zinc coating. Zinc coating on iron Fe. Alloying mixing of metal. Mixing of two metals is called as the alloying. Okay, next question. In the process, a layer of molten tin is deposited on metal. So this is molten tin, so called as a tinning, particularly for copper. Tinning for copper, for copper, copper metal, to prevent them from rusting. Galvanizing, zinc coating, zinc coating, allowing mixing of two metals. So answer as a tinning. Write the electronic configuration of aluminum. Question July 2025. Atomic number of aluminum is 13. Aluminum atomic number Z is equal to 13. Electronic configuration 2, 8, 3. So 2 plus 8 plus 3. So as a 13. So this is the answer. Write the electronic configuration of aluminum 2, 8, 3. Next question. Okay, let's find out the odd one out and give reason 1 mark each. Zinc, iron, phosphorus, sodium. So phosphorus is the odd. Why? Because this is non-metal, remaining are metals. So phosphorus are non-metal, and remaining are metals. Zinc, iron, sodium are metals, phosphorus are non-metal. Next has a tinning, anodizing, alloying, food protection. So food protection is the answer. So this is concentration ore. So this is the process used for concentration of ore. Okay, this is the answer actually. Phosphorus is a non-metal. The others are metals. Next has a flow protection. This process is used for concentration of ore. Other are process of coating a thin layer of metal on the surface of other metals, prevent from their rusting. March 2019. Complete the correlation. 1 mark each. Brass. Brass stand for copper and zinc. Copper plus zinc is a brass. So what is bronze? Bronze is a copper plus tin. Copper plus tin, copper plus tin is called as a bronze. So what is brass? Brass is a copper plus zinc. Copper and zinc. Copper, copper and zinc. And next has a bronze. Bronze has a copper plus tin. July 2024 question. Question 1 mark. Okay, give scientific reason 2 marks each. Question 3 times. 2021, 2024, 2025. 3 times 1 question. Sodium is always kept in kerosene. So sodium reacts so vigorously, very fastly, with atmospheric oxygen that it catches fire if kept in the open. It does not react with kerosene and sink in it. Hence, to protect sodium and to prevent accidental fires, it is always kept in kerosene. So why the sodium kept in kerosene? Because sodium reacts very fast with oxygen and catches the fire. So prevent from accidental fire, it is always kept in kerosene. Okay, this is your answer. Very very important question right now. IMP question. 3 times question already decided. Very very important. IMP question. Lemon or the tamarind is used for cleansing copper vessels turn greenish. July 2023. So lemon or the tamarind. So it is acid actually, cleaning the copper vessels. So green color is the coating of the copper due to rusting. So copper undergo oxidation in here to form black copper oxide. Copper oxide reacts slowly with CO2 in air and gain a green coat. This green substance is copper carbonate. Lemon and the tamarind contain acid. So I am talking about the lemon and tamarind, it is acid. The acid dissolves the green coating of basic copper carbonate present on the surface of the tarnished copper utensil and make it shiny again. So to prevent from the corrosion, to remove the green coat from the rusted copper, the lemon or the tamarind is used. So this is called the cleaning of copper vessel. Why? Because lemon and tamarind are contain the acids. It contain acid, so they remove the basic copper oxide coat. So acid plus base to use the salt and water. So cleansing action become efficient. Question very important, March 2023. Okay, for 2 marks. Next, anodes need to be replaced from time to time during the electrolysis of aluminum. So anodes need to be replaced from time to time during the electrolysis of aluminum. So why? During electrolysis of alumina, oxygen degrade at the carbon anode react with graphite rod and form CO2. So carbon plus O2 gives CO2, and as the anode get oxidized during electrolysis of alumina, they are continuously eroded. Eroded म्हणजे कमी होणे. झीज होणे. So त्यात कमी होणे म्हणजे झीज होणे. Eroded. Hence it is necessary to replace anode from time to time. So size of carbon graphite rod decreases. So as the size of graphite rod decreases, so it becomes eroded. Eroded म्हणजे झीज होणे. That's why it is necessary to replace the anode from time to time. Very important question. Anode need to be replaced from time to time. during the electrolysis of aluminum. July 2019 question. Question 2 marks. Next question. Copper vessel turn green. Same question. November 2020. Same question. Copper vessel turn greenish and silver article turn blackish when kept in open air for a longer period of time. So copper undergo oxidation in air to form the black copper oxide. Copper oxide reacts slowly with CO2 in air and gain green coat. This green substance is called copper carbonate. Silver particles undergo oxidation in air to form silver oxide. Silver oxide reacts slowly with H2S in air and gain the black coat. So silver oxide slowly reacts with hydrogen sulfide and then they form the black coat. So silver oxide black and copper become green. Why they become green? Because they slowly react with CO2. CO2 in air, H2S in air. Okay, this is very important. So copper react with copper. Okay, CO2, silver react with H2S, so they become green, and the silver become black. The black substance is called silver sulfide. So this is very awesome. Again, the very important question. IMP correct question. November 2020. Next, explain the following terms. Two-time question. March 2020, July 2024. Explain the following terms. Gang, ores, and metallurgy. Sorting by the gang. High question IMP करून ठेवा 3 marks चा question. Gang. Ores contain metal compound with some of the impurities like soil, sand, rocky material. These impurities are called gangue. Impurities also called gangue. Impurities called as gangue. Written by ore. The mineral from which metal are extracted profitably and conveniently. Profitably and conveniently, metals can be extracted called as ore. So it's called ore. So ore contain higher percentage of metal. Metallurgy. The process of metallurgy is the process of extraction of metal in their pure form from their ore and their that's a further purification by different methods of purification is called as metallurgy. So process of extraction of metal in their pure form, okay, pure form from their ore called as a metallurgy. So these are the three definitions: gangue, ores, and metallurgy. So this is again this IMP question. March 2022, July 2024. Write short note on alloying. Written by the alloying. So alloying is a homogeneous mixture. Very important. Homogeneous mixture. So it is a homogeneous mixture of two or more metal or metal and the non-metal in a definite proportion is called an alloy. So metal and non-metal or two metal in a definite proportion is called alloys. The physical properties of alloys are different from those of its constituent. Alloys are corrosion resistance. Very important. Alloys are corrosion resistance. Alloys decrease the intensity of corrosion of metals. Example: brass is made up from copper and zinc. 90% copper and 10% tin are used for making the alloy called bronze. Stainless steel. Another example: stainless steel is made up from 74% iron, 8% carbon, 18% chromium. So this is again very important. That's composition of the stainless steel. Brass. So brass contains 90% copper. Bronze contains 90% copper and 10% tin. Brass contains copper and zinc. Stainless steel contains 74% iron, 8% carbon, 18% chromium. It is called the alloying. Homogeneous mixture of two or more metal or metal and a non-metal in a definite proportion is called alloys. Alloys are corrosion resistant. Next, March 2019 question. Out of sodium and sulfur, which is a metal? So obviously sodium is a metal. Sodium is a metal. Sulfur is a non-metal. Sulfur is a non-metal because this is group one element. So this is group one element. Explain the reaction with oxygen. So what is the reaction with oxygen? Sodium metal, sulfur non-metal. Sodium react with oxygen. Then to use the sodium oxide. So sodium react with oxygen to use sodium oxide. So this is your answer. Sodium react with oxygen to use the sodium oxides. Next question, March 2025. What is done to prevent the rusting of iron door of your house? Painting iron door. So actually iron is galvanizing. Galvanizing. Next I have painting. Painting. So galvanizing, painting. So first answer is galvanizing, iron door galvanizing, and second as painting to prevent from rusting. So it is March 2025 question. Answer as galvanizing and painting. State the general properties of ionic compounds. Question two times. July 2022, March 2023. Okay, 5 marks. State the general properties of ionic compounds. Okay, you should write as a 5 points. Ionic compounds are solids. So very important. Ionic compounds solids hard due to strong electrostatic force of attraction. So very important. Strong electrostatic force of attraction between oppositely charged ions. They are generally brittle. So ionic compounds are brittle. When pressure is applied, they break into pieces. They have high melting and boiling points. So this is number third point. High melting and boiling points. Because intermolecular force of attraction is very high. They are soluble in water. They are soluble in water. Next point, soluble in water. High melting point. They are brittle. They are solid and hard. They are insoluble in solvent like kerosene and petrol because this is ionic. Ionic compounds cannot conduct electricity when it is solid, but conduct electricity when in the molten state or in aqueous state. So this is number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th point, and this is number 6 point. So write the general properties of ionic compounds. Number 1, they are solid. Number 2, they are brittle. Number 3, high melting and boiling point. Number 4, they are soluble in water. And number 5th, as cannot conduct electricity when it is solid. And number 6, they conduct electricity only in the molten state or in the aqueous solution. Okay, so this is your answer. Total 5.5 marks. March 2020. Question 3 marks question. Observe the given figure of reactivity series of metals and answer the following questions. Name any two metals which react with water. React with water. Already answer given. React with water. Potassium and sodium. Potassium and sodium. Name any two moderately reactive metals. So moderately reactive. In between them. Magnesium, aluminum, zinc, iron, tin, lead. Name the most highly reactive metal and the most less reactive metal. So gold is the most less reactive metal and most highly reactive metal is potassium. Okay, diagram given March 2020. So what is the answer? Name any two metals which react with water. Sodium and potassium. Potassium, sodium. Name any two moderately reactive metal. Magnesium, aluminum. Name the most highly reactive metal. Potassium. and less reactive metal gold. Gold has a symbol Au, potassium has a symbol K. Okay, next question. Name the main ore of aluminium. Main ore of aluminium. Example as a bauxite. So this is bauxite. Okay, what are the main impurities found in aluminium ore? Impurities. Aluminium ore मध्ये it contains the 30 to 70% alumina Al2O3, and impurities present in aluminium ore are iron oxide, sand, and the titanium oxide TiO2. So it is called the hydrated aluminium oxide. Hydrated aluminium oxide is called as the bauxite. So what is the bauxite? Bauxite is a hydrated aluminum oxide Al2O3 H2O. It contains 30% to 70% Al2O3. Impurities iron oxide Fe2O3, sand SiO2, and the titanium oxide TiO2. Next question. Answer the following question. 3 marks each. July 2023. Diagram given. Name the process. Electrolytic reduction of aluminum. Okay, identify the process given below. At molten mixture of alumina melting point greater than 2000 degrees centigrade done in a steel tank. The tank has a graphite lining on the inner side. A set of graphite rod dipped in the molten electrolyte work as anode, cryolite and fluorspar are added to the mixture to lower its melting point up to 1000 degrees centigrade. Okay, name the process electrolytic reduction of aluminum. So what is the electrolytic reduction of aluminum? So this is the name of the process. Actually, question are given as a paragraph. Question has a 3 mark. July 2023. Identify the process given below and draw the neat label diagram. So graphite lining, mixture of alumina, outlet for molten aluminum steel tank, anode graphite. Answer the following question. 3 marks each. July 2023. Explain the term anodization with the example. Give one use of each. What is anodization? So what is meant by the anodization? So metals like copper, aluminium are coated with a thin and strong layer of their oxides by means of electrolysis is called as anodization. So what is meant by the anodization? Metals like copper, aluminium are coated with a thin and strong layer of their oxides by means of electrolysis. So give the example. When the aluminium is anodized, the thin layer of aluminium oxide is formed. This is useful for prevention of corrosion of the metal. What is their use? So how many questions here? 3 questions for 3 marks. Explain the term anodization as anodization. Example, only one use. So what is anodization? So this is that's strongly coating by using electrolysis. Example, that's coated of the aluminium on the anode and use kitchen articles such as anodized pressure cooker. It's very important. Anodized pressure cooker and anodized pan. So this is the example. Question I will be here. This is important question. Next question. Answer the following 3 marks each. March 2025. Name the following the two metals which can be cut with knife. Two metals which can be cut using knife. Sodium, potassium. A sound is produced when certain metal are struck. Name this property of metal. Sonorous. So this is called as sonorous property. Sonorous property. The non-metallic substance which is good control of electricity. The non-metallic substance which is good control of electricity. Graphite. Graphite is the allotrope of carbon. So what is your answer? A. A sub question answer as a sodium and potassium. A sound is produced when certain metal are struck. Sonorous property. Name this property of metal. The non-metallic substance which is a good conductor of electricity. Answer as a graphite. Graphite is the answer. March 2025 question. Next, March 2025. Answer the following question with the help of the given diagram. Diagram given: cell, anode, silver plate, cathode, aluminum spoon. Name the process shown in the diagram. Name the process shown in the diagram. Electroplating. So this is the process of electroplating. Silver plating. How does this process takes place? By using electrolysis. Electrolytic process. Give two examples in which this process is used. Gold plating, silver plating. So what is your answer? Gold plating. So name the process shown in the diagram. Electroplating. So write as answer as electroplating. How this process takes place? By electrolysis. By electrolysis. So it's your answer by electrolysis. Oxidation reduction simultaneously. Give two examples in which this process is used. Gold plating, silver plating. Gold and silver plating. Gold and silver plating. Okay. Next as July 2025. Question 3 marks. Give the chemical equation for the following reaction. First as a thermite process. So what is the thermite process? Fe2O3 plus aluminum 2 plus Fe plus Al2O3 plus heat. This is called as a thermite process. Burning of magnesium in air. So magnesium plus oxygen to give magnesium oxide. Iron nail or dust is dropped in aqueous solution of copper sulfate. So they undergo the displacement reaction. So this is called as a displacement. So this is combination. This is combination reaction. Combination. This is called as a displacement reaction. Displacement. So this is called displacement reaction. Okay, so now start the next chapter, carbon compounds. Carbon compound is used in daily life is. The carbon compound is used in daily life is edible oil. So edible oil. March 2019. Salt sodium chloride ionic है. This is the ionics. All these are the ionic compounds. Carbon compound used in daily life. This is the organic compound. So edible oil. November 2020. Melting point of pure ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid stands for acetic acid. Ethanoic acid, acetic acid. 17 degrees centigrade. Vinegar. Okay, ना vinegar मध्ये असते. This is contained the vinegar. 17 degrees centigrade. Is one of the combustible component of LPG. So LPG contain two times question 2019-2024. Propane. So this is answer as a propane. So what is the okay formula for propane? CH3, CH2, CH3. So this is the formula for propane. CH3, CH2. LPG, liquefied petroleum gas. Next answer, let's find the odd one out and give reason 1 mark each. July 2022. Propane, alkane, alkane, ethene, ethene म्हणजे double bond आणि butane. So this is odd. So ethene. So ethene contains CH2 double bond CH2. So this is unsaturated hydrocarbon. Others are saturated. Ethene is unsaturated hydrocarbon, so contain carbon-carbon double bond, and remaining are saturated hydrocarbon. Alkane. AN stand for alkane. Alkane stand for carbon-carbon single bond. March 2020. March 2020. Alkene contain double bond, so alkyne contain carbon-carbon triple bond. So carbon-carbon triple bond present in alkyne. Carbon-carbon triple bond present in alkyne, carbon-carbon double bond present in alkene. ENE double bond, YNE triple bond. July 2019 question. 1 mark, match the following. Ethanol. So ethanol is used in a tincture iodine. So tincture iodine, ethanol in cooking. Alcohol iodine mixture. Antiseptic. So it is used as a antiseptic. Antiseptic. Ethanol iodine mixture, tincture of iodine. Benzene is an aromatic compound. True or false? July 2024. Benzene. So what is the structure of benzene? Benzene has a ring structure. So this is the structure of benzene. Ring structure. C6H6. So benzene is aromatic. Yes, it is aromatic. So this is a true statement. Benzene is aromatic. Give scientific reason. March 2025. In some countries, ethanol is used as an additive to increase the efficiency of petrol. So it is called green fuel. So green fuel पण म्हणतात. That's why it is used as an additive to increase the efficiency of the petrol. In India also 20% of ethanol allowed. Okay, 10%, 20%. Define homogeneous series. Homologous series actually. July, okay, March 2020, March 2022. Homologous. Homologous, that means two adjacent members of the homologous series differ from CH2 group, methylene group. That is 14 units. Then how big is the 14? So carbon 12, hydrogen 2, so is equal to 14 units. So as a 14 units. So it is called as a homologous series. Next, complete the following reaction. Same question asked in the chemical reaction. March 2023. March 2023. Complete the following reaction. तर ही रिएक्शन दोन रेसिनला बिलॉंग करते. एक ऑक्सिडेशन रिडक्शन मध्ये that's a chemical reaction आणि दुसरी nature of carbon compound. So this is called as a sugar. Sugars. And it on heat to become 12C and it plus 11 water. So this is called a decomposition reaction. This is called as a decomposition reaction. Heat carbon. Okay, what is meant by vinegar and gasoline? Vinegar. Vinegar is a 5 to 8% aqueous solution of acetic acid. So it is called as a vinegar. And then what is their use? It is used as a preservative in pickles. It is used to cook meat. It is used as a salad dressing. So it has a three uses. Vinegar, it is a 5 to 8% aqueous solution of acetic acid. It is used as a preservative in pickles. It is used to cook meat. It is used as a salad dressing. So this is vinegar. Gasoline. To increase the efficiency of petrol, mix with 10% anhydrous ethanol. So this is very important. 10% anhydrous ethanol, alcohol. Such a fuel, called as a gasohol, is used as a fuel in car and other vehicles. So this is very important question. IMP current question. Vinegar and gasoline. Next question. July 2022. State the uses of ethanol. Ethanol is used as an important commercial solvent in industry. So this is commercial solvent. Ethanol as a commercial solvent. It is used in medicine as a tincture iodine, alcohol, cup mixture, cup syrup, cup mixture. Also in many tonics. Ethanol is used as a clean fuel. It's very important. So who is used as a clean fuel? Ethanol. So ethanol as a clean fuel. Next question, March 2019. Write names of the first four homologous series of alcohol. So what are the homologous series of alcohols? Methanol, ethanol, propanol, and butanol. So this is your answer actually. Question 2 mark. So half mark for each. Methanol half mark, ethanol half mark, propanol half mark, butanol half mark. So write the name ना name विचारले formula नाही विचारले लक्षात name homologous series of alcohol. The atomic number of nitrogen is 7. So this is a question July 2022. Answer the following question 3 marks each. The atomic number of nitrogen is 7. How many electrons are present in the valence shell of nitrogen? Molecular form of nitrogen is N2. Draw the electron dot structure and line structure of nitrogen molecule. So nitrogen contains how many valence electrons? So it contains the 5 valence electrons. So nitrogen atomic number 7. So electronic distribution 2, 5. So this is electronic distribution 2, 5. So how many valence electrons? So 5 as a valence electron. Valence electron as a 5. So nitrogen has 5 electron, another nitrogen has a 5 electron, nitrogen between nitrogen there is a triple bond. So N2 molecule is a triple bond N, triple bond N. So we share the 3 electron each. So this is very important question, IMP question, important question. July 2022. Next question, March 2025. Atomic number chlorine 17. Write the electron configuration. So 17, 2, 8, again 8, 10, 10, 18. So this is not 8 here. So how much here? 7. So this is 7. 2, 8, 7. 2 plus 8, 10, 10 plus 7, 17. So what is the number of electron in the valence shell of chlorine? 7. Write the molecular formula of chlorine Cl2. Chlorine molecular formula Cl2. Name the type of bond in formation of chlorine molecule. Cl-Cl, covalent bond. Type of bond formation, covalent bond, single bond, and lone pair. So how many lone pair here? Lone pair, that is unshared 3. So this is 3 dot here. 3 pair dot. 3 pair dots. Draw the electron dot structure of chlorine molecules. Very easy, na? Dot electron dot structure. क्वेश्चन करून ठेवा IMP क्वेश्चन आहे 2026 असेल. Question 5 marks question. This is a 5 mark question. Atomic number chlorine 17. Write electronic configuration 2, 8, 7. What is number of electron valence shell 7? Molecular formula Cl2. Type of bond formed is a covalent bond. Sharing pair electron covalent. And draw the electron dot structure of chlorine molecule. Drawing करायचं म्हणजे असं drawing करायचं. This is first circle. This is second circle. This is Cl. This is Cl. This is one electron, and this is a pair. So this is called as a dot structure. So we are on the dot structure. Okay. In this way. Next question. Identify the saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbon from the given structural formula. March 2022. So this is carbon-carbon single bond. So single bond, it is saturated, and this is multiple bonds. Multiple bonds म्हणजे double or triple. Multiple bonds, double or triple, unsaturated. So structure 1 saturated, structure 2 unsaturated. Saturated, unsaturated. Structure 1 saturated, structure 2 unsaturated hydrocarbon. Next, March 2019 question. Complete the following table. Ethylene. Ethylene is a common name. CH2 double CH2. So IUPAC name as ethene. So what is IUPAC name? Ethene. EN. CH3COH. So it is called the acetic acid. Acetic acid. Acetic acid. Ethanoic acid. Methyl alcohol. CH3OH. Methyl alcohol. Methanol. Very easy question. 3 marks. Okay, 3.3 marks. March 2023. Again, complete the following table. Same question, ethylene, ethene. So this is ethene. Acetylene, HC triple bond CH. किंवा CH पण येऊ शकतं. Triple bond CH. इथाइन. Acetic acid, alpacin, ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid. Methyl alcohol formula CH3OH. Methyl alcohol. CH3CO CH3 acetone. Acetone is a common name. Propanol is alpacin. Okay, clear? 5 marks. 5 points, 5 marks. IMP question है. Don't give a high question 2026 expected. Next, March 2023. March 2023, 3 marks question. Complete the following flow chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 entries, 3 marks, half mark each. Half mark each. Okay, here saturated, here unsaturated. Here alkane, here alkene, here alkane. Here alkene, here alkyne. Here molecular formula, so C and H twice M. Here ethene, here as a ethene, so here as a ethane, ethane, and so here as a ethyne, ethyne triple bond. So this is your answer actually. So the answer, ठीक है, get it? So unsaturated, half mark. Alkane, half mark. Ethane, half mark. Cyan H twice N, half mark. Alkyne, half mark. Ethyne, half mark. So this is mark distribution. Okay, get it even? Next, carbon compound. Again 3 mark question. March 2022. March 2023, 3 marks question. So single bond. So this is written in this way. H, C, again H, this is H, C, this is H, this is H, this is H. Okay, bond line formula. And so next has a CH3. So it is called ethane propane. So propane. 4 carbon butane. So written as a butane. Okay. Next. So this is your answer. So this is your answer as a 1/2 mark. Again this is the 1/2 mark. Okay, this is 1/2 and this is 1/2 mark. Next has a 5 marks question in July 2023. July 2025. Very important question. Molecular formula CH4. So stand for methane. Here written as a methane. Methane, ethane. Here written as a propane. Butane. Here written as a pentane. Hexane, heptane. Here written as a octane. So how many marks? That's half. ठीक है, 4 झालेत ना, total 5 marks. So this is okay, CH4. So all these are alkane series now. So okay, follow the formula. Cyan H twice N plus 2. Very simple. So 2 carbon C2H6. 4 carbon C4H10. 6 carbon H14. 7 carbon 16. 9 carbon, 20. 10 carbon, 22. Okay, get it? July 2025. Question very important. Okay, total 5 marks question. Next question. July 2024. Goal as a paragraph. 5 marks question, July 2024. Read the following paragraph and answer the question given below. Carbon compounds contain many elements. The element hydrogen present to a smaller or larger extent in majority of carbon compounds. So ठीक है. What do you mean by hydrocarbon? So hydrocarbon ची definition शोधावं लागेल. What are the hydrocarbons? इथे I think called as hydrocarbon. The compound इथून लिहायचं. The compound which contain carbon and hydrogen as the hydrocarbon. So this is your answer. A answer. A question answer from this one. Name the smallest hydrocarbon. Who is the smallest hydrocarbon? Methane. Methane. So methane is the answer actually. Methane is the answer. So methane. A and A. So this is your B answer. Methane. Define unsaturated compound. Unsaturated म्हणजे carbon carbon double bond or multiple bonds. We recognize multiple bonds. Double triple bond. So this is your answer actually. Whereas C. Unsaturated compounds. Just like paragraph and answer. Okay. Paragraph answer. Differentiate between alkene and alkyne. 1 mark साठी difference. Alkene that contain double bond, alkyne contain triple bond. So carbon carbon double, alkyne has a carbon carbon triple. Again, this is molecular formula CnH2Cn, and alkyne has molecular formula CnH2Cn minus 2. Okay. Differentiate between alkene and alkyne. 2 point difference. And okay, another as that's unsaturated compounds are more reactive than saturated compounds. So alkynes are more reactive than alkenes. Alkynes are more reactive than alkenes. Okay, I think this is the answer. Okay. The compound that contain the carbon hydrogen called as hydrocarbons. Smallest hydrocarbon methane. Compound contain double bond, triple bond called as unsaturated. आणि अल्किनचा डिफरन्स पॉइंट आहे. Alkene carbon carbon double triple molecule formula 2 hydrogen less than alkene 4 hydrogen less more reactive and this is less reactive. Next I have July 2023. Write IUPAC name of following compounds. So this is the chain we have to select it here. So 1, 2, 3 stand for propane. Propane. So E replaced by number 2 dash OL. So E replaced by 2 dash OL. So number as a 1, number as a 2, number as a 3. So at number 3 position there is a OH. OH stand for alcohol. So propane to OL. Next as this is the longest continuous chain. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. So 5 carbons stand for pentane. Pentane. And at number 2 position there is a chlorine. So called as a 2 dash chloro. 2 dash chloropentane. So this is called 2 chloropentane. July 2023 question. Next, July 2023. Observe and write the answer to the question given below. Write the name of the compound 1 and 2. So this is ethane. And this is ethene. ethene. Structure compound 1, ethane, compound 2, ethene. Draw electron dot structure. Electron instead of bond written as a dot in this case. So this is dot structure. Instead of bond written as a dot, so called as a dot structure. So this is called dot. Next is which one of the structures saturated and which one is unsaturated. Single bond saturated, double bond unsaturated. This is the answer. Ethane, ethene or ethylene. Electron dot structure. Instead of bond written as a dot. So electron dot structure. This is ethane, this is ethene. Compound 1 saturated because it contains carbon-carbon single bond, and compound 2 unsaturated because it contains carbon-carbon double bonds. Define hydrocarbons. Name the type of hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons contain carbon and hydrogen as only two elements. Hydrocarbon. Hydrocarbon. Carbon, hydrogen, only two elements. Name the type of hydrocarbons. Saturated and unsaturated. Saturated and unsaturated. Name two carbon compound used in day-to-day life. Food items, threads, paper, medicines, and fuel. ठीक है, write any two carbon compounds. March 2022. Draw the electron dot structure. July 2025 question. Very important. Draw the electron dot structure of methane and ethane. Methane CH4. So this is carbon, hydrogen, hydrogen. Instead of dash, written as a dot. Dash stands for covalent bond. So instead of dash, stand for dot. Two dots. Ethane. What is the structure for ethane? Carbon, hydrogen, again hydrogen. This is again hydrogen. Again carbon, again hydrogen, again hydrogen, again hydrogen. So this is called as ethane. So this is called as the electron dot structure. Instead of dash, written as a dot. Okay, get it? Next chapter as space missions. March 2020. The astronomical object closest to us is Moon. Closest to us is Moon. March 2022. March 2022. The functioning of the satellite launch vehicle is based on the principle of Newton's third law of motion. Very important question. So many times question chala. Newton's third law of motion. September 2021. Satellite launch vehicle. So what is a satellite launch vehicle? PSLV. PSLV is a satellite launch vehicle. The height of a medium Earth orbit above the surface of Earth is 25,000 kilometers. 25,000 kilometers. March 2023. The minimum velocity of the spacecraft to escape from the Earth gravitational force. Escape velocity 11.2 is the answer. 11.2. It's a calculation for a mathematical calculation for number लक्षात ठेवा. ठीक है 11.2. What is the value? 11.2. So this is your answer. 11.2. Option number B. Height of the high Earth orbit from the surface of the Earth is greater than 35,000 kilometers. 35,000. Whatever may be the number as greater than 35 is your answer. Not equal to 20, 27, 30, but greater than 35. High Earth orbit, July 2025 question. Next, I will find the odd one out, give the reason, 1 mark. March 2022. INSAT, GSAT, ADIS, PSLV. So PSLV is the odd one out. It is satellite launch vehicle. Others are satellite. So remaining are satellite and PSLV are satellite launch vehicle. So this is different. So this is the find out the odd one out. March 2022. Next result, March 2019 question. Hubble telescope 569 km high from the Earth's surface. Revolving orbit of Hubble telescope. Low Earth orbit. This is the low Earth orbit. So this is your answer. Low Earth orbit. Low Earth orbit. One mark question, March 2019. Name the first artificial satellite sent by Russia in space. Name the first artificial satellite sent by Russia in space. Sputnik. Sputnik is the first artificial satellite sent by Russia in space. Question two times, March 2020, July 2023. Geostationary satellites are not useful for studies of polar regions. July 2019. Geostationary satellites revolve in the equatorial plane of the Earth. It revolves in the same sense as the rotation of the Earth and at the period of revolution equal to the period of rotation of the Earth. It is stationary as observed from the Earth. It does not fly above the polar region, means the geostationary satellites are not useful for studies polar region. So these are the answers, these are the reason actually. Next, it is necessary to manage. It is necessary to manage the space orbit. Space debris actually. July 2024. Space debris can be harmful to artificial functional satellites. It can collide with artificial functional satellites or spacecraft and damage them. This debris is increasing day by day, so it is difficult to launch new spacecraft. Therefore, very essential to manage the debris. Question IMP करा, it's a very important question. July 2024. It is necessary to manage the space debris. Next question. Okay, what is meant by the space debris? तो हाँ क्वेश्चन डबल आ रहा है. ठीक है, चालू होने आता है बात. September 2021. What is meant by space debris? So space debris include non-functional satellites, part of the launcher detected during the launching, and debris generated due to collision of satellite with other satellites or any other object in the space. So it is called as a space debris. Next question: what is meant by launch vehicle? Two marks question, March 2024. IMP question is a very important question. Satellite launch vehicle. Name any one Indian satellite launch vehicle. Okay, PSLV is a satellite launch vehicle. This is called the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle developed by ISRO of India. Satellite launch vehicles are used to place the satellite in their specific orbit. So this is called as a satellite launch vehicle. And this is on the basis of the Newton's third law of motion. The launch vehicle uses a specific type of fuel. The launch vehicles are costly because they can be used only once. USA has therefore developed a space shuttle that turn to the earth except for the fuel tank and can be reused in multiple launches. Okay, so this is called as a satellite launch vehicle, and the PSLV is a Indian satellite launch vehicle, polar satellite launch vehicle developed by ISRO. IMP question for your board exam. March 2025. The rocket is a type of firecracker used Diwali. Name the launcher. Name the law on which it working is based. IMP question. The rocket, a type of firecracker used in Diwali, is also sort of launcher. In this rocket, the fuel is ignited using the fuse, and the rocket is projected into the sky just like a satellite launcher. And this is based on the Newton's third law of motion. Newton's third law of motion. Next question. Complete the following table. March 2023 question. March 2023. Complete the table. Navigational satellite IRNSS. Launcher PSLV. Satellite IRS आणि launcher PSLV. So launcher लक्षात ठेवा, सॅटेलाइट पण लक्षात ठेवा. सॅटेलाइटचे शॉर्ट फॉर्म लक्षात ठेवा. ऍक्च्युअली तेच विचारतात तुम्हाला, सॅटेलाइट आणि काय लॉन्चर. ठीक आहे. क्वेश्चन 2 मार्क्ससाठी हाफ मार्क इच. 1 पॉइंट हाफ मार्क. मार्च 2023 IMP करा. पण हा क्वेश्चन सो मेनी टाइम्स एक्झाम मध्ये आलेला आहे. सेम क्वेश्चन. Next, the type of satellite, March 2024. Same type question. March 2025. Type of satellite, function of satellite, and name of the Indian satellite series and their launch vehicles. Next, July 2024. Complete the following chart. Okay, satellite IRNSS, weather study and predict Earth observation. ठीक आहे. सो त्याचे आन्सर्स मध्ये दिसेल पहा. तर हा टेबलच करून ठेवा. व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट. वरचे जे 2 टेबल आहे त्या 2 टेबलचे आन्सर हे. सो दिस इज इम्पॉर्टंट नोट. ओके, नोट्स लिहा आपण. व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट नोट. आणि नोटच्या अकॉर्डिंग टू सर्व क्वेश्चन सॉल्व्ह होतात. आणि नोट IMP नोट आहे. याच्यामधून 1 क्वेश्चन 2 क्वेश्चन एक्झाम मध्ये अपेक्षित आहे. ठीक आहे. त्यामुळे 2 ते 3 मार्क्स तर इझी मिळून जातील. Satellite launcher and function of satellite and type of satellite. Broadcast satellite, navigation, military, earth observation satellite, weather satellite, communication satellite. ठीक आहे. त्यांच्यानंतर यांची स्टडी अँड प्रिडिक्शन ऑफ वेदर, कम्युनिकेशन, टेलिकास्टिंग, लोकेशन, त्याच्यानंतर सिक्युरिटी ॲस्पेक्ट्स आणि स्टडी ऑफ फॉरेस्ट, डेझर्ट्स, ओशन्स, पोलार. ठीक आहे. नेक्स्ट ॲज अ सॅटेलाइट लॉन्चर. लॉन्चर सगळं सोपं आहे. PSLV. पण कम्युनिकेशनसाठी GSLV. आणि रिमेनिंग ॲज अ PSLV. ओके, सॅटेलाइटचा शॉर्ट फॉर्म लक्षात ठेवा. शॉर्ट फॉर्मच विचारतात परीक्षेमध्ये. नेक्स्ट हे सर्व त्यांचे ओके जे वर दिलेत ना शॉर्ट फॉर्म त्यांचे लॉंग फॉर्म आहे. इंडियन नॅशनल सॅटेलाइट, geosynchronous satellites, Indian regional navigation satellite system, Indian remote sensing satellite, and the geosynchronous satellite launch vehicle. Next is the PSLV, polar satellite launch vehicle. So हे पण करून ठेवा. This is important questions. नेक्स्ट हा क्वेश्चन तीनदा विचारला गेला आहे. मार्च 2020, जुलै 2023, मार्च 2020. Three times questions. What is artificial satellite? Name any two type of artificial satellite and state their function. Any two. Any two. Define. Okay, define artificial satellite. A man-made object that revolves around the Earth or any other planet in fixed orbit is called artificial satellite. Definition. Definition very important. A man-made object that revolves around the Earth or any other planet in fixed orbit is called artificial satellite. So satellite it is used for the where the satellite is used. Satellite is used for the study and prediction of weather, communication and telecasting, location, and the security aspects, study of foreign deserts, okay, earthquake, storm, flood. So this is called the Earth observation. Okay, what is the height of low orbit satellite above Earth? So low orbit पाहिजे. काय पाहिजे? Low orbit. So low orbit असेल तर answer आहे between 180 kilometer to 2000 kilometer. So this is the answer. 180 kilometer to 2000 kilometer. हाय अर्थ ऑर्बिट हे पण करून ठेवा. हाय अर्थ ऑर्बिट दिस इज आय लो ऑर्बिट आता क्वेश्चन आहे. लो अर्थ ऑर्बिट. नेक्स्ट आहे हाय अँड द मीडियम अर्थ ऑर्बिट. July 2022. Next has okay, what is by the LEO and what is by MEO? Low Earth orbit and medium Earth orbit. So this is the LEO, MEO. Okay, low Earth orbit and this is the medium Earth orbit. Okay, and this is the HEO. HEO stands for high Earth orbit. Next, this is note actually. Answer the following. Okay, 3 marks each. What is the principle behind the working of satellite launch vehicle? So the functioning of satellite launch vehicle based on the Newton third law of motion. Write the formula of escape velocity. So this is the formula. And next is write the long form of ISRO, November 2020, Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO. Okay, so हा क्वेश्चन IMP करून ठेवा. This is important question. What is long form of ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization? And what is the escape velocity? So this is the answer actually. Escape velocity. And this is the value 11.18 km per second. Okay, next question. July 2024. July 2024. Escape velocity. ते तुम्हाला ग्रॅव्हिटेशन मध्ये पण या लक्षात तिथं फ्रॉम ग्रॅव्हिटेशन ऑल्सो लेसन नंबर 1 gravitation escape velocity. When a body is thrown vertically upward from the surface of the earth, the minimum initial velocity of body for which the body is able to overcome the downward pull by the earth and it can be escape the earth forever is called escape velocity. So definition for 1 mark, July 2024. Next is give the name of the following satellite series developed by India. July 2024. Question 3 marks. Satellite series actively working in field of telecommunication. So telecommunication, INSAT and GSAT. INSAT and GSAT. Telecommunication, television, meteorological. Okay, meteorological services, INSAT and GSAT. Satellite series working in field of education, EduSat. ठीक आहे. एज्यूसॅट त्याच्या नावातच आहे एज्यू म्हणजे एज्युकेशन सॅटेलाइट. एज्यूसॅट एज्युकेशन सॅटेलाइट. Satellite series to exactly locate the position of any place on the Earth's surface. ठीक आहे. नेव्हिगेशन साठी IRNS. So this is navigation satellite. ठीक आहे. IMP करून ठेवा. This is important question for 2026. Next, July 2023. What is what is contribution of India in space technology? IMP question. What is the contribution of India in space technology? Indian Space Research Organization, very important name as ISRO, has designed and built two important launchers, PSLV and GSLV. Okay. So many satellite INSAT and GSAT series are active in telecommunication. Next as a television, broadcasting, meteorological services, disaster management, monitoring and management of natural resources, EduSat for education, ARNIS for navigation, IRS series used for disaster management. Important point should be noted. Okay, so this is IMP question 2026.